So let's look at feeling. If you want to increase your sense of clairsentience, you need to stimulate the skin and feel more. So a very traditional Taoist method is to get a bundle of twigs. You can buy these massage ones from the Chinese, Chinatown, Chinese supermarkets. And while you vital breathe, you simply massage the skin with this clump of sticks. As you massage and vital breathe, the blood comes up to the surface. As you stimulate the skin and bring the blood up to the surface, you feel more. Now, this feeling more as you pore breathe through the area where you're massaging, you'll get an increased blood flow, increased nerves, and the endings of the nerves get stimulated, and your body starts to get stimulated not only on the physical sense of feeling, but also on the vital sense of feeling, the astral sense of feeling, and the spirit senses wake up. Now, it will depend on where you place your attention. Once you've been building the ball and you have the sense of what vital energy is, you can move from that vital energy and amplify through this massage technique. So you've done the building the ball, done the whole body pore breathing, you have your basic sense of the feeling of energy, you've used the massage wand to massage all the major surfaces of the body, you exclude the eyes and you exclude the sexual organs from men, and you go through the whole body. Pay extra attention to the surface of your hand, massaging your hand, and massaging the soles of your feet. Once you've done that, then we release time, and we do this by slowing the breathing down, slowing the mind down, and moving from the 4-cycle breath of breathing the vital energy in, pause, enter the stillness, breathe the vital energy out, pause, enter the stillness. So this momentary few seconds of quietude at the beginning and the ending of the breath cycle puts you into a type of trance state, and this bridges you into the astral. So the two signposts are that the energy gets very, very, very thick and the energy gets very slow. So it's like a heavy fluid. Then, while in that state, you do the massage again. So you go from stimulating the physical vital layer to stimulating the astral. Now, the astral functions differently to the vital, and that it's much more hydraulic in nature. So as you do the hits, there's a little bit more hit and stick. So when you're doing the vital, you're tapping and you're slapping the skin to bring the blood up to the surface. So what I like to use for the astral are the wires. So it's a bundle of steel wires. You can also purchase this online from Chinatown. There'll be shops that have these for sale. Some martial arts shops sell them. And when you hit and stick. You hit and stick. So instead of having this surface energy, you're striking down to the bone. You're creating pressure as you hit. And this will stimulate more astral feeling. And it will also condense the energy, the astral energy, into your bones. And the stimulation of the bone will create a very, very interesting phenomena of not only stimulating life force, but storing energy in the bone marrow. Now, as you pressurize the bones, you get increased bone density. So we can pressurize the bone along the length of the bone or across the bone. If we go across the bone, we get the bone density at the point of impact. If we go the length of the bone, we get an even distribution of increase of bone density from one end of the bone to the other. So if a person was to do wooden dummy training and tap the wooden dummy with one particular part of their forearm, because it's a cross force, that increased density along those contact areas. But when you hit the wooden dummy directly and the pressure goes along the full length of the bone, you get an equal increase of density across the full length of the bone. Now, when we're paying attention to the astral substance while we're doing these types of exercises and pressurizing the astral body, pressurizing, holding pressure on the bone, not making short, sharp shocks, but long pressurized feelings of connecting mass, then the hydraulic effect of the astral body gets stimulated, and you increase the strength of your astral body as well as the sensitivity of your astral body. From working with this astral body, then we need to increase space if we want to stimulate the mental or spirit senses. So to stimulate spirit senses, we need to function outside of the body. So for instance, when you started building the ball, you focused your will into the breath, into the stretch, into the space between your hands, and you start to get a magnetic feeling. This is synchronizing the vital energy and the spirit to start feeling more outside your body. This is what opens the door. You can't feel chi inside your body as a beginner if you have no reference point on what chi is, because the mind will be captured by your physiology. It will hold your senses on your physiological input. That's why we train outside the body. So what we do to further stimulate vital and astral awareness and stimulate spirit senses is we breathe into a large space around our body, creating spherical awareness. So the same way you pressurize energy in the ball, you make a large ball of awareness around you and you pressurize that ball. As you pressurize that ball, you'll get a sense of the life force and strength in the space around you. The next step to increasing clairsentience, or to be able to feel energy more, is to go into the forest. Touch a tree, shake the tree, feel the leaves on the top of the tree. Make sure the tree is not that big that when you shake it that it doesn't move. You want to have a tree no thicker than this, so you can grab it, give it a shake, and your mind can go up to the leaves. Pick one of the leaves off the ground, vital, breathe into the leaf. Smell the leaf, and when you break it open, get that aroma, and as you vitalize the leaf with that feeling, bring that into your energy field, bring it into your awareness. Then breathe into the whole tree. Feel the leaves on the top, feel the roots underneath as you shake the tree, begin vital breathing into it. You can move through the toroidal field of the tree, relax the energy down under the ground, pull it up through the trunk, out to the leaves, feel the sun of the leaves, and go through the field. You can add a prayer element to it. When you're in the earth, make a prayer to the spirit of the earth to nourish as you pull the fluids up. Make a prayer to the spirit of water to nourish the tree. As you bring the energy up, pray to the spirit of air to nourish it. As you feel the sun of the leaves, pray to the spirit of fire to bring heat and sustenance and energy into the tree. So you go through the elemental lords, connecting to those consciousnesses and requesting a blessing through your connection to Akasha through prayer. You articulate that prayer through the lords of each of the elements to stimulate energy in the tree. Now once you've done this with 10, 20, 30 trees in the forest where you practice, one a day for 30 days, you'll notice when you walk into the forest, you'll feel the forest in resonance with you. You've developed a relationship. You walk in, your mental space fills that 30 trees, and you start vital breathing. Those trees are singing you a song. Your clairsentience, your sense of feeling of energy, your feeling of the astral field, the feeling of the body consciousness of the tree, the spirit of all these trees, now has amplified. Your clairsentience has grown. This clairsentience now is moving into the shaman realms of the nature spirit realm. You're working with nature magic. So you start becoming sensitive to the feelings of the trees, the survival instinct, to the genetic heritage of this forest, how this forest cleans the air, how it manages emotions when you're near it. It'll clean your astral body and clean your emotions. That's why we feel so good in nature. All these effects, all these purifying effects of the forest become obvious to you. And you feel it. Your clairsentience is waking up. So we have all these stratas or layers and methods of developing clairsentience. So now if you're a Tai Chi player and you touch your training partner, you not only feel their vital energy and their tension in their body, you start to feel their emotional emanation, their thinking, their consciousness, their intention, their truth, and their lies. All these layers of consciousness start becoming obvious to you because you're just simply paying attention in a different way. Your spirit senses are in resonance with the spiritual intelligence of the person. Your astral feelings come into resonance and feel the astral nature of the person. And your vital field is sensitive to the organs and the tension and intent of that person's body. So these are your basic exercises for cultivating clairsentience. Now there are many, many more than that. If you want to follow up on this and look into more of these training models, have a look at my Vimeo channel. And if that's of interest to you, you can jump into that course. If you have any questions about the training, just let me know and I can help you out. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.